Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we're going to be doing a try on drugstore makeup haul. I picked up a ton of new things from Walmart, from Ulta, and I'm so excited because we have pretty much everything for a full face. As I'm looking at my table, I think the only thing that I'm missing is concealer, but everything else is brand new. I have some newness here from Hard Candy, new blushes from Essence, new e.l.f. primer. I also have some new eyeshadows, lashes, everything. So make sure you guys grab a snack, get cozy, or grab your makeup and your brushes so we can get ready together and let's get into it and have some girl time. Starting off with the eyes, I'm just gonna go in with my Milani eyeshadow primer to prep. And I actually I'm super excited about the eyeshadows. I'll show you guys in a minute, but I'm gonna use a combination of these two. So I'm actually just gonna use one shimmer from this palette. It's the Jungle Lights from Flower Beauty. Look at these shimmers, you guys. I have heard nothing but good things about this palette, and I've actually seen this before, and I don't know why. I just was never really intrigued until I saw somebody do swatches on TikTok, and I immediately ordered. And there's actually another 6-pan all shimmer palette like this, but it did come broke, so I have to get another one. But I'm going to use one of the colors in this palette today. But for some of my matte shades, I picked up the shadow palette from Revolution, and I actually found this at Walmart. They have like an entire display and everything was super affordable. This one, by the way, is in the color Empower. They had a couple different variations of these palettes, but I'm going to start with this shade right here. And I'm just going to use that to set down that base. Pretty much a skin tone shade. Then I'm going to take that light baby pink and I'm going to pop that in the crease. Oh, that's really light. Okay, maybe that might be like a lid shade. Yeah, I mean, it shows up, but it's a super, super light color. So yeah, it might be better to put maybe in the inner part if you want to brighten a little bit. All pinked out today. Pink, pink. And I'm going to take this really pretty. I like this color a lot, actually. And I'm going to take that and start working that on the outer lid a little bit. This one is a little bit more pigmented. Actually, it's a lot more pigmented than that other color. I don't know what I'm doing here for eyeshadow. We're just gonna roll with it. I'm gonna add a little bit of this deeper cranberry color. I'm applying it on the outer lash line a little bit and just sort of smudging it. So I'm just dragging that color back and forth right along the outer lid and lash line a little bit to make it look really smoky. I'm gonna add back that lighter pink. And I'm just gonna put that in the lid. I am gonna add a shimmer, but I still want to keep the inner part pretty light. So I'm just adding that back in. I think, like I said, this color as a transition shade, probably not ideal because it is so light, but all over your lid, it's pretty. Now, let's add a little shimmer. So again, going back in with the Jungle Lights palette from Flower Beauty. I ordered this online, actually. I haven't seen this in stores. These are beautiful, and I feel like most of us have a ton of matte colors already in our collection. So I thought this was a really nice addition because it's all shimmers, but they're huge, and they look so glittery and metallic-y. So I'm gonna take this light purplish color and I'm just gonna pop that all over the lid. Okay, let's go in with a dry brush. Okay, no, let's spray the brush. Just kidding. Ooh. I'm gonna use my finger actually instead. Yes. Fingers are the best for these kind of shimmery, glittery colors. Wow, that's so intense. I don't know if I like this. I love the shimmer, but I don't know if like the pink is throwing me off. Should I have not like gone in with pink? Is it like not? I don't know. I love the shimmer though. That's really pretty. I cannot wait to use the green in here. All of these other colors look stunning. I mean, that's like next level. Wow, I'm like touching the other colors. They're so intense. I love it. I love it. Let me try the purple, the deep purple. Ooh, I'm like, should I add that a little bit on the outer lid? I feel like I need like something to contrast against the shimmer. Like, I don't know if I actually really like the way that pink looks with that. I feel like I need a little bit of a darker color. I don't know if I like the pink the way that this looks now. Like with the shimmer, I don't know. I need a little something, like something dark. So let's try this purple color. I know it's a shimmer, but it looks dark enough to hopefully, yes, I was gonna say it looks dark enough to hopefully make this look a tad bit more smoky. And I don't really actually love the pink now that I really don't. I don't like the way this looks. Purple I think helped, but I don't really actually like the pink. I like the eyeshadows. I think it's just like with the shimmer that I put on the lid, I don't like the way that it looks. This is just a mess right now. I have no idea what I just did. Okay, I think that helped. I kind of just did this on a whim. I took this copper shade, which is gorgeous, by the way. I think I should have just went in with that. I feel like this color just didn't complement the pink really well, so it just threw everything off and it looks a mess. But that looks so much better. Yes, okay, so all I did was just take this copper and just went right over. I know I'm like layering a bunch of eyeshadows, but this is what I do. Like when I'm just don't feel like wiping off the makeup, but I still want to make it work, but I don't like the way my makeup looks, I'll just like layer on different eyeshadows. And I mean, they're shimmers, so it's like whatever. It doesn't really matter if you layer them. Oh my god, yeah, that looks 20 times better. I'm so happy I did that. I don't think you need this. I'm sure you have colors like this in your collection, unless you don't like pink, but I feel like you don't need this. If anything, I would say definitely splurge on these shimmers. These are everything. I'm so happy the eyeshadow came together, but now let's move on. So for lashes, I picked up these in Press On Falsies. Press On lashes. Now, fun fact, I've never applied little like individual lashes like this. This is gonna be my first time. Apparently they're really easy though. It's a one-step process, press and go. Let's try it. Okay, so I guess you press them underneath of your lashes. Like versus the top, you know, like with false lashes, you go up top. With these, you go right underneath. I'm gonna start with the long ones and I'm gonna do a little cluster right on the outer corner. I didn't put on any lashes or mascara, so. Wait, how does it stick? I can't get this to stick. How is this not sticking? It's literally not sticking to my eye. These clusters of natural lashes together. Hold cluster from middle outer and to avoid touching the band area. Okay, I've definitely just touched the entire band. I just watched a video and I have to, I think, lift my lids up like this to really get it under. Let's try this again. They make it look so easy on the YouTube video. This is why I don't do these little individual lashes. I'm like, give me a strip lash and let's call it a day. People are doing it effortlessly and I'm like, what am I doing wrong? This is the best I could do after like 15 minutes of trying to put these on. I don't understand why it's so difficult for me, but I will say this one, now that I finally got this one stuck, like when you press it down, it feels like it's stuck on there. Like it doesn't feel like it's going anywhere. So I think if you can get it on, it'll work. I just can't get the method. And I definitely, honestly, for me at least, it was a struggle to apply with the applicator. I recommend going in with tweezers or just an applicator that's a little bit smaller. I think it would make it easier. I don't doubt that these work. I just cannot get them on to save my life. So let's move on because I can't deal with it. I'm gonna just put on a strip lash and I'm gonna use the AF94 Lash 03. You can get this brand at Walmart. Dang, this video has been a little bit of a hot mess so far. So I'm hoping the complexion will make up for it because I really thought these lashes were gonna be so easy. It's funny because every video that I've seen, let me use mascara by the way. I'm just gonna use the highly rated lash extensions from Milani and I'm gonna just do one coat. But every single video that I have seen, people say that it's so easy and that the lashes are amazing. They last all day. So do not take my word for it because like I said, I don't have experience with individual lashes. But after watching so many videos, I was like, oh, I can do that. Like it doesn't seem that difficult, but clearly I need to practice some more. Now for the skin, I'm gonna go in with the Pore Vanish Prime Mist, again, also from Revolution. I'm intrigued. Let's see how this works. And then I also have another primer to use from e.l.f. over top. I always gotta spray it to make sure the mister is okay. It smells like mangoes. It also kind of shoots out a little bit. It doesn't really, you know what I mean? Like it feels a little aggressive. Wow, the spray does dry really fast. I feel like this definitely kind of mattifies the skin just a little bit, but I don't see anything as far as pores. Now I'm gonna go in with the Soft Velvet Primer from e.l.f. I like this packaging, this is really cute. Oh my God. Did you see that? The way that just came out. Okay. Oh, this is like a silicone primer, which I typically honestly don't really love. But I will say that definitely just smoothed me out. You know what I do like about it though? I wasn't expecting this texture. It's definitely it's kind of silicone-y texture, but it actually absorbs into the skin. It doesn't feel greasy. Typically with primers like this, I feel like they kind of make your makeup slide all over the place and it doesn't really last. And it just doesn't really do much for the skin, but this doesn't feel slippery on the skin. I feel like it definitely smooths you out and it kind of dries down to like a bit of a soft matte finish. Then I got the Super Serum Foundation with hyaluronic acid from Revolution. I got this in the shade F6. Very intrigued to try this. Ooh, okay. I think that's a good color match. There aren't really any claims on the bottle. I'm gonna have to look those up. Pretty, very skin-like. Wow, I'm actually surprised I got a good shade match. Very like your skin, but better. I'm gonna look up claims on this, but it looks pretty. It's definitely matte. My face is matte, but it doesn't feel dry. Let's look up some claims and see. Wow, $4.98 at Walmart. I didn't realize how affordable it was. For some reason, I thought it was like closer to $10. The shade range could be better. That's always unfortunately the case at the drugstore sometimes, and it's so unfortunate because it's like, come on, give us all the shades. So this mentions that it is a lightweight formula that is buildable, but it also mentions that it does give you a smooth, dewy finish. You can see I really don't have much of a dewy finish, so the primers are definitely mattifying. The Soft Velvet Primer from e.l.f. is definitely also mattifying, but it is pretty smoothing. I like the way it feels, even though it is silicone, because it didn't necessarily feel slippery on the face. It actually absorbs very quickly and also dries down to a matte finish. So the serum foundation is nice, but we need more shades. I have been really loving the IRL Filter Finish from Makeup Revolution. I didn't see any new ones, so I'm just gonna use this because this literally has been one of my go-tos. Love the coverage. I love how lightweight it is. The applicator is also really nice. It's kind of like a little bit slanted. I don't know. I love it. Absolutely love it. It just gives that beautiful coverage, but that lightweight feel is my favorite. That serum foundation blended beautifully too. Again, I just wish it came in more shades. That's the only thing, but that's typically the case with a lot of foundations that are that affordable. They don't have a very extensive shade range, but this is pretty. Now I have these two gel bronzers from Hard Candy. I got two shades in Sweet Tea and Honey Glaze. This one definitely is coming off a bit more orangey, and this is a bit more cool tone. I think I want to try out the cool tone color first in Sweet Tea. Hydrating, brightening, and buildable, it says. And then this is what the packaging looks like. It's different. I think I'm gonna, how do I want to do this? Let's just dot some on the face. Wow, this is actually a lot more warm than I thought. Okay, this is natural. Very. It's almost like a barely there kind of product, at least on my skin tone right now. Blended out really nicely. Didn't lift any of my foundation, which I like. I'm gonna try the other color on the other side to compare, but this is definitely a little bit more warm than I thought, but I love the way this is blending. I'm gonna try the other color in Honey Glaze on the other side, but that did blend out really nicely and also adds a little bit of a glow to the skin too, which is really pretty. Oh wow, yeah, this orange. You see it blends really nicely, but this is, yeah, this is Cheeto. Definitely like a cheesy Cheeto right now on my face. Like the color is very orange, so I do like the shade of the other one more. I actually do like this. I think this gives a really pretty glowy, bronzy touch. My only thing is, again, the colors, I think these only come in two shades. So I think if you're looking for a liquid contour or like a liquid bronzer, definitely check out the liquid contour from Milani. Those come in 4 shades, beautiful formula, and I think a really good dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury contour wand. Although I do think this is beautiful, I feel like it's not gonna be doable for everyone. So you can see here on the back of my hand the kind of color payoff that it does give. So it is really lightweight, and I do like what it did to the skin, but I feel like I'm definitely still going to continue to use the Milani liquid contour the most. That one is just, it's so good. I also did pick up though these luminous blushes as well from Hard Candy, so I'm going to go in with the color Born Yesterday first. Ooh, hot pink. Same applicator. I'm just going to put that That color's gorgeous. I'm gonna put that directly on the skin. I'm actually gonna use the same brush. I'm just gonna spot clean it. This one is from Anissa Beauty. It's the Angled Cheek. It's nice because you can use it for cream or powders. Pretty. Pretty and natural. The other color, again, is Be Real. Okay, this one's a little bit more, definitely more natural. Yeah. So that color is like non-existent on my skin. So let me go in with the other color. I love that luminous finish. I really like this color. This is pretty. Love the finish. It gives a very natural flush. I'm curious to see if this is gonna show up when I set it with powder, but I like the formula of this. It definitely is like a gel, very lightweight, blendable formula. It's not extremely pigmented, and even when you blend it out, it does get pretty sheer. I would probably use the blush more than anything over the bronzer, and I think the blush is definitely my favorite in Born Yesterday. That's really pretty, but again, it does sheer out. I did pick up a new powder also from Revolution. This is the Super Matte Powder with pink clay and niacinamide, super matte finish, lightweight touch. So I'm gonna use this to set my under eyes first. Okay, that's actually really smooth. When you set, you can still see a little bit of that blush peeking through, which is pretty. This puff, by the way, it is so soft. It's from Rose and Ben, and I love the size of it. I love the way my powders go on with it. Sometimes I use a brush, and sometimes I use this. It really just depends. My hairline is definitely pretty orange, but powder looks really good though. It's definitely mattifying, but it doesn't feel dry. It doesn't feel overly matte. And normally I love me a good like glowy base, and even with the primers and everything that I used, I will say like my face still feels matte, but it feels comfortable. It doesn't feel like tight, like I can't move it. That looks really nice. I like that a lot actually. I like the way that it feels and the way that it set my makeup. So I feel like you can still kind of see the blush a little bit peeking through. I'm sure if I would have built it up, you could probably even see it more, but I am gonna go in with a powder blush right now though from Essence. These are the Pure Nude Baked Blushes, and this one is in Pink Flush. I believe these come in 3 or 4 different shades. Kind of reminds me of like a MAC blush, to be honest, like a mineralized skin finish with a little bit of like a glitter finish to it. That's pretty. Ooh, wow, I like it. I thought it was gonna show up actually pretty light, but it's more pigmented than I expected. Now I am building it up, but you get a really pretty glow. I mean, it's a baked blush, so typically with baked blushes, it gives you that pigment, but you also get a little bit of that kind of glowy highlighter look, which I really love, and I love Essence highlighters, so dang, this is really pretty. You can definitely keep it light, but it is buildable too. Let's go in with some new lip liners now from Hard Candy. These are the Instapout lip liners. We have 3 shades here. I'm gonna start with the light color first, and then I'll try one of the darker shades. I swatched this and it is pretty light, so I don't know if it's gonna show up, but let's try it. Let's try her out. This is what the packaging looks like, by the way. I actually do like it. I love a good retractable lip liner. Oh yeah, this is light. So it's like a skin tone kind of peachy shade. You also get a little brush too on the other side, but let's try this color now. I feel like this is gonna be better. Yes, love. Lip liner is a winner. I love the way this applies. I like this color too. I'm gonna use a brush to kind of blend this out just a little bit. And then Milani dropped these new Stay Put Long Wear liquid lipsticks. I got the color Glow Up, which is a really pretty pink. I'm definitely all pinked out today. These smell so good. They smell like vanilla, and these are supposed to be transfer proof, long lasting. They come in quite a few different shades. I have a couple different ones, but let's go in with this one. Oh, very pink. And then I'm gonna use a brush to blend it out. So I'm gonna add some gloss over top, but let's see if this is transfer proof. I think it is. So that's nice, but let's add a gloss. And I got this one from Hard Candy. It is the Lip Plumping Gloss in the shade Pink Teddy. Smells minty. Delish. It's a little sticky. I feel like that's the case with most plumping lip glosses. They have a bit of a stickiness to them. I'm gonna just add a black eyeliner to my waterline. This liner, I'm pretty sure I tested this out before, but I have been really enjoying it because it's so black. It's from Pixie, and it is the Endless Silky Eye Pencil. I'm just gonna add a little bit of mascara, and I think we're almost done with the look. Let's also do a little inner corner highlight and then we'll be done. This turned out better than I expected though. I will say I was nervous in the beginning, but I always say trust the process and make it work. So that's what we do over here. Last but not least, I have this new setting spray here from Catrice. It is the Ultra Last Fixing Spray. Transfer proof, waterproof, no alcohol, and no fragrance. Oh, the spray from Catrice is aggressive. Definitely probably don't need as much as what I used, but I do like how my makeup looks now. There is a slight kind of dew to it. I am just gonna go over a little bit on my forehead with my powder puff with whatever is left over on there just to make this look not super shiny on my forehead because that is where I tend to get oily, usually in this area right here. But I like how glowy like the cheeks and everything else looks. But yeah, this is the completed makeup look, you guys. What do you guys think? This was a bit of a struggle, to be honest. Like I struggle with the lashes, which is unfortunate, but I'm honestly really happy with the way these lashes look. I think it just really brought everything together. Some of my favorite products that I used, let's just go down the list real quick. Hands down, some of my favorite products that I used, this Jungle Lights eyeshadow palette. Like I told you guys, I think if you're gonna get any new eyeshadows, let it be this, because I mean these are so versatile, so metallic and buttery. This feels high-end. The shadow palette from Revolution, I thought this was cute, but I don't really think this is necessary unless you're into, you know, these kind of tones. It was a cute little palette, but not really stand out for me. As far as the face, I actually like the Pore Vanish Prime Mist just because it did mattify the skin. I can see this combo being perfect in the summertime or when it starts to get very warm out. And I like the Soft Velvet Primer more than I thought I was going to. It actually applied really nicely. I like how quickly it absorbed into the skin, gave me a matte finish, but it was comfortable and definitely very smooth and soft. I will definitely keep using and keep you guys updated. The Super Serum Foundation is gorgeous. I wish it came in more shades because it's so affordable and it looks so good. I'm a big fan also of this powder. I'm definitely going to keep using this as well. I feel like it could be just a really good touch-up powder just to set your makeup. I really like the way that that looks. The Luminous Gel Bronzer from Hard Candy I thought was really nice, but I prefer my Milani liquid contour for sure. The blush, however, is gorgeous. I love the blush combination. This is really, really pretty. So glowy, like you're just glowing from within, but it also gives a really nice wash of color that you can build up. So the blushes, double thumbs up. And these lashes, I cannot believe I could not get these on. I honestly thought that I could do it because of all the videos that I saw. It looks so easy, but I just could not get the hang of these. So don't take my word for it because these could work for you, especially if you are into individual lashes, because every video that I've seen, people can apply these effortlessly. I think it's just me because I don't have any experience with these kind of lashes. I tried, but I prefer a strip lash personally. I also really liked the lip liner from Hard Candy. I thought this was really nice. I like the formula of it. I like the little brush that comes with it. I'm just popping in here to let you guys know that these Milani liquid lipsticks are actually so long lasting. The formula is really lightweight. They're not drying and they are transfer proof. So the color that I used in the video is 110 Glow Up, but I love this color in 120, 10 out of 10. Amazing. The perfect like nude pink. Also with the Hard Candy gloss, I noticed that even when you do actually use a small amount of this, it is pretty sticky. So I think there's much better gloss formulas out there. This isn't really a must-have. Definitely have some hits in today's video, which is always a good thing. So I'm happy with the overall look and how everything came together. My number one standout product out of everything that I used today is definitely the Jungle Lights palette from Flower Beauty. I cannot wait to dabble into the rest of these shimmers. But yeah, that is everything for today's video. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, sticking with me through this because it was a bit of a hot mess at first, but I'm glad everything came together. So I love you guys. Thanks for being here and I'll see you very soon in my next video. Bye.